Want you to do good like them. They want to always be one step ahead of you.
Yeah, right.
I want all of us to do good together.
A lot of women,
all of us doing good. You get what I'm saying? Because
every female I touch in life I be in, run around. Like with me and my sister, let's keep it honest and real. We fuss and argue all the time, but I promise you, I love my sister. No, we fuss all the time.
They know
I love them. And I know one thing about it. If anything it is that I need, I can come to them, and vice versa. And that's how we are with everybody. It's not just with us. We were like that with other people as well. So anybody we touch, we want them to be as fly and as devious as us.
Hi everyone, we're back. We are the Kirk sisters. Tonight we have a special guest. This is our unbiological sister, Tay.
Hi, Tay.
Hey, girl. Welcome.
Welcome.
Okay, so the topic for tonight will be, how do women find time to take care of themselves mentally, physically, and spiritually while balancing out and taking care of their family, including their kids, their husband, their significant other? How do we do that? So,
the dog.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Ladies.
Sisters, that's a tough job to do. It's tough.
It really is.
We have a big responsibility in the relationship. Our role is just grand. So what do you guys do to balance that? How do you find time for yourself to keep yourself healthy in every aspect?
Well, me for one, I just stop. Sometimes I just stop. Whatever it is that I'm doing, I stop. You have to try to create some type of balance. I just stop. If I feel myself being overworked in one area, I stop. I have to get that time in. I'm going to make time for myself. So whatever I'm doing, I will immediately stop it if it feel like it's being overwhelming when it comes to my emotions, me being a mother, then at that being a single mother. And I have 4, so it takes a lot out of me, but I try to work with each one of them individually, and then if it's something that's overwhelming, I just stop. I take a break, I go outside, I take that time. And then I also explain that to them. I let them know, look, yeah, mama's kind of frustrated. Mama's going through some things right now. I need a minute. And sometimes I don't even come in the house after work. Give them about 30 minutes, I'm sitting in my truck with it running, and I will not even come in the house until I've wind down and calmed myself down. So that gets me mentally prepared to deal with my children as well as my significant other.
Okay, that makes a whole lot of sense. That's some great input. That is one way that you can, me time, that's basically saying you have to find time for yourself. Mm-hmm. So give me some more insight. How do you find time, say, to balance that out?
I'm going to piggyback on what Tammy had said. I literally find moments, and that's my moment I take. Whether, I find myself mostly now what I do is, I have a little, now that my kids are older, I have a little privacy when I'm in the restroom. I take my restroom moment, and it's not to be TMI, but if I'm sitting, I take that moment to pray. I thank God. I ask Him all the time. We talked about this recently, about being specific in my prayers. So I've started doing that, specifically saying, Father God, I need strength today.
Yes.
Father God, I need this today. I need my son to specifically conquer this today. Can we, help? Can we help me help him?
Yeah.
And I always say, if He gives me the strength, I'll do the work. I find time in when I am sad, my go-to, and feeling overwhelmed, that cry overwhelmed, my go-to is my shower. Yeah. I literally can pour my tears out and cry silently, or let the shower cover my murmuring and let that wash off of me. I truly find serenity when I'm in the shower and that hot water is hitting my face and I can cry it out and I'm praying. It's nothing more pure than being washed down and then having a spiritual moment with your God and saying, Lord, I'm not feeling it today, and then let them wash them tears away. So when I get out that shower, Mama snapping back.
Yeah. And you know, I kid you not, Tay. Then I just told y'all that the other night. I had to get in the shower.
Yes, ma'am.
I had to get in the shower and I literally cried.
Yeah.
I was so overwhelmed. I was like, Lord, what is going on right now? You know? And I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional now.
Yeah, because you felt it, and then that's your cleanse.
It's okay.
That's your way of cleansing.
I'm just dealing with so much. And a lot of people think that they just see
They see strong Tammy.
They see
That's
strong
what I see
Tammy.
all the time, strong Tammy.
But it is a task. And it's not meant for the weak.
Yeah, ma'am.
It's not. And sometimes you have to get in your zone and you have to cry.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing wrong with it. You know, I used to try to hide it because I say, if someone saw me do this, oh, I'm weak. But you have to let it go. You have to let it out. And I kid you not, because you said that, I did that the other night.
Yes, ma'am, it is true. It is
I did.
cleansing.
And it is, and it actually made me feel a
whole lot better.
A lot better.
Ain't nothing like using that as a symbolic way of washing away that pain for that moment,
Exactly.
so you can get yourself back together. You're washing off that dirt, that negativity. You under that shower, and that I think of like the good Lord just pouring it on me. He gonna wipe away them tears, and I'm gonna get it off. And when I dry off, I left that there.
Yes.
So
Sorry, guys.
No, that's beautiful, honey. Because I feel you. I was scared to have even bringing that up because that's such a personal thing. We have to find time for it. It's hard.
It is.
Like I said, I'm blessed now that they don't. I was in the shower today. My son knocked on the door. Mama, you good? Came in and said I have a problem. He's mad that his brother wouldn't download the app on the iPhone so they can play together on the iPhone. So he's like, will you tell Sebastian, he's 13, will you tell Sebastian to download, he promised he's going to download the app. This is not important, Kenneth. Because they can come in and tell me anything, but you literally cut my moment off of me cleansing my body. Tell your brother to download the app.
Yeah, I'll tell you some mess up until she tell you like it is. I'm telling you.
But I'm glad you said that, because another thing that I do that helps me balancing, I set boundaries. I set boundaries with my significant other, and I also set boundaries with my child. I set boundaries with friends, family. If it's a point in time where I feel like I need rest, I need to go in my bed and replenish my energy, then I have to turn my phone off. I set boundaries. I need my rest. Before, I was never that way before. I would always run, but that takes a toll on you. It takes a toll on you, so I set boundaries. I have my me time, and then I have times where I do just exactly what I want to do. You may want me to do this tonight. You may want me to do this for you tonight. No. Tonight, I'm doing this for me. So that's the way for me to keep that energy, keep from getting burnt out, and even at my job. I mean, it's holistically. All the way around, you have to set boundaries. You do what you can, and you set those boundaries, and you have to take care of yourself. The older we get, the more we have to take care of ourselves. Because mentally, if you're not good mentally, then the physical part, you can just throw that away too. Yeah. The mind, that's the mental toll, and that's where you get nervous breakdowns, and they start abusing, alcohol and other things that's really not healthy for you. And exercising is a good way to deal with the stress.
Yeah.
I admire that.
Well, I haven't been exercising. I know I need to. That's why I got all this.
But I admire that you have always been like, since I've known you, I admire the fact that you will literally be like, I need a moment, you guys. I'm going upstairs. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You will say, hey, I'm tired, and like you said, it'll break you down to a certain point, because I'm gonna go ahead and get this out the way. Yeah. I'm gonna get this out the way because I promised such and such. That is a very strong trait to have to have the power to be like, no, I'm not doing that today. Exactly. I don't do that. So you just gave me some insight. I don't do that. I don't just say no because I feel some type of way as if I didn't stay committed or my son need me here. My husband want me to get up and make him eggs. I don't want to, but I'm gonna do it. I just want to watch the Housewives of Atlanta, and I was thinking, small little simple thoughts, but it's like, oh, he gonna be upset if I don't make it. Not that like that, but I don't want him disappointed that me as his wife didn't get up and just make him some eggs. But simply, me as his wife, I watch ESPN all freaking day. I'm happy Housewives on. Don't interrupt Housewives to ask me to make you eggs, and then I'm watching it on DVR.
Well, as for me,
so I'm gonna start doing what Teressa said. Boundaries, honey. Housewives is on.
I think so too. You gotta set boundaries. That'll keep you from blowing up and doing some.
Right.
And then I get up and I'm slamming the door and slamming the pot and slanging the eggs instead of just like boundaries. Housewives on. I do it. It's done.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
as of me, what I do, I mean, I notice a lot about myself. As I go to work sometimes, I'll take my baby to school. You would think, okay, my baby's out of the car, I can listen to music. It's times where I just be in peace and quiet. That's my time to find myself. Sometimes I'll start crying on the way to work. Or sometimes I'll be in the shower, like you guys said, and cry. And like sometimes, most of the time I make sure I talk to Messiah. I be like, okay, well, Messiah, Mommy, I already completed everything with you. I make sure I do everything I'm supposed to do for him. So when it's my time, hey, Messiah, go read a book, give Mama some time. That's how I deal with my problem. Balance that out, life situation out.
So you got so what about the spouse? You ain't say that about the spouse. I mean, significant other.
I don't have a significant other right now, so I can't speak on it.
But I think.
Unfortunately, I do not.
I mean, even with that, even when you're single, you still have to find time to balance things out, and because even when you're single, you can still run yourself crazy.
Yeah, because I think single people have their dedication goes to their friends and being social and stuff like that, and always being active. Because if you don't talk to your friend after a while, she thinks something going up. So you're always making sure you stay close with your friends and doing that. So single people, I'm sure, struggle with having their own me time too. Especially
when people confine, like they call you to talk to you about everything. Okay, I know I can call Sharon, but that's a blessing to be, for people to think of you that way. But sometimes the strong get weary too. Sometimes, like who can I call? Who can I call when I'm having a bad day? Or who can I call 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning when I can't sleep at night and I need somebody to talk to? It feels good to be able to be a blessing, or be that dependable person for everybody else. But who can I call? And sometimes the only person that I can call and I know that can help me with it is God. Like, I just have to get in my quiet place, go sit on the porch, ride in my car with no music. That's my time. I be at work sometimes. Sometimes I just have to walk to the back or I just get silent. That's my time right there. And it works perfectly. And working out, exercise. I love to run. That helps a lot too.
Yeah, so I mean, just those are some good, very, very, very wonderful ways that you guys shared of how you balance out your personal life versus all the responsibility that you have just to take care of yourself. Self-care is very important, but it's I just want to hit on a million ways to give yourself self-care. And I used to always tell the younger girls, self-care doesn't mean, you can go by yourself to the nail salon and get your pedi and mani did, but you can also go get you some polish. And you can go upstairs, you can sit down, get you a glass of wine, and you can take time
and do those
out
toes.
And do your own toes.
That's
You
right.
can take time out and do your own. Just take that time. And so what if it takes her an hour and a half to get ready?
That's your time.
That's okay. That's her time that she's spending with herself. Mm-hmm. You're doing something with yourself to beautify yourself.
Exactly.
Those type of things. It doesn't take $1 million to do it.
Is it just me, or do you guys, when you're doing your makeup, you have the best thoughts?
Right.
When
you're thinking about all kind of things.
Yeah, I'm gonna do such.
But I don't wear a lot of makeup, so
even just when you're putting on when you're looking at yourself in the mirror, you're subconsciously talking to yourself and getting your thoughts out in your agenda for the day.
This is what I'm gonna do. Yeah,
this is what I'm gonna do today. Mm-hmm. And you're putting on your eyes. And
I was
all
just
that
telling
stuff.
her what she was doing. Like, why people girls when they put their makeup on and all they hold their mouth a certain way, they be like,
I was just doing that, putting on the thing.
You gotta say, if you don't pull that mouth that way, it's not gonna work right.
Yep, and find things that you love to do, things that learn yourself. Learn who you are. Find things that you love to do and do it. Now, of course, if you are the lady of the house, you do have a responsibility. You have responsibility to take care of your kids as well as your spouse, your significant. You have that responsibility just to run your household. So I feel like you are, you're the strongest person to keep the house in order. That's your job. And it's tough at times, but we just got to find that balance. And, mentally, you don't need to holler all the time and yell and holler, because that runs your blood pressure up. And then it causes you to have other health issues. Always mad and always hollering. So you have to find that balance. I like to take a trip with my family. And then I like to take a trip by myself. With just just my sisters, all girls trip. Then it's a time when you just go with your kids. Me and my child. This is just gonna be for me and my daughter. Then it's gonna be just me. I just like to do all those different things because everybody needs their time. You already there for them, but you also have to be there for yourself.
Amen. If you're not there for yourself and keep yourself up, how you gonna be?
You're
there
not
for
gonna
others?
be any good for anybody.
You have to love yourself in order to be able to love.
I was having that conversation with my niece. She started off as a teen mom, and she's now reaping what the I told you so's were in the process. And she was literally feeling like, I'm not happy. What will happen if I give up? And what I told her is what my brother, he's a family counselor, and we both told her, you have to set goals. That's a way of finding your own peace. I told her, what do you want to do? What are your goals? You have to start with something. What is it that you want to do? And then I have to cut her off. Stop all the woe is me. You cannot keep saying, well, this don't happen, that door closed. That I was like, well, if you find a window, honey, jump through it.
Right.
Find what you want to do.
Keep going.
And stick to that one and start from one. You don't have to conquer it all.
And persistent. We were just talking
about that. Persistent. That's why I told her, if the door closes on all your opportunities, find a window. There's a way. It's always a way. Utilize your resources. And I had to tell her that too. Utilize your resources. Don't just sit there and wallow and feeling like you're defeated. You got to fight.
That's right.
You have a child, and that's part of being a woman. After we get through crying in those tears,
we still
have to do it. I call it giving it to God. Once I've cried about it, and I've wiped my tears, I gave it to him, and I asked him for the strength, and then I'm going to do the work, because he's not going to just sit in my lap, but he's going to set a path for me. So he gave me the strength to walk it. Do your work. And I had to tell her that, set a goal, stick to it, just that one. Let's work on that one thing.
Yes.
That will relieve a lot of the stress. Stop thinking about the 8-10 different things that you have to do. Set a goal. She said she wanted to further her education. Set that one goal. And then work around that one goal and what you need to do to get that accomplished. It's no time for, we can cry, but we can't wallow in that water.
We got to get up.
No ma'am, we cannot wallow. You let them tears, let God have it, and let him have it. And he got you the rest of the way. I definitely believe in that. I've been starting to do that, picking one thing.
Take care of yourself, ladies.
Drink
water. Drink plenty of water. Get you some rest.
Some fruit.
Go to church. Pray.
Yes, honey.
Get you
work
out. Take trips. Laugh.
Go buy you something that you always wanted.
Don't be afraid to say no.
Yeah.
Set boundaries, because it is a boundary.
And communicate. Speak. Nobody will know how you feel unless you speak on it. And you should never feel bad of speaking how you feel. Everybody needs to speak on how they feel. That's how I feel about it. If you want it to get the message to get across, you want everybody to know, understand, hey, this is that, you have to speak on it. Nobody
That's the only
can
way
read
they're gonna
minds.
know. That's the only way they'll know.
Nobody can read minds, so just speak on it.
And I would say utilize your time. Every moment that you have to yourself, utilize that moment to have a conversation with yourself, a conversation with God, a rundown of what it is that's bothering you.
And
utilize your moments.
Eat you some food.
Of course, that was coming.
Comfort food
Yes,
is
I know.
everything.
Eat you some food.
Yes, and it was not easy. It's not easy. We're all mothers. We all have the responsibility of being a woman. So we know. We all have jobs. So we know it gets hard. We know. But we just have to dust ourselves off and keep it moving.
Keep going.
Ma'am,
And
give it
that's
to
part
them.
that's part of getting to where you want to be in life. You know, if you think it come easy, if you want to give up, I mean, it's very simple and easy to not do nothing. Because all you got to do is just sit and not do nothing. But if you want to get somewhere in life, you got to work and know that it's not easy.
Look at you being all wisdom in these.
I got to, boo-boo.
Is that a word?
You got to let them know what's up where it's at. You got to let them
What's
know.
up and where it's at?
Wisdom diddy.
Whatever.
Wisdom.
Okay,
What's
so
the native? What's the native?
Y'all know what I meant.
okay, so that's our topic tonight, ladies, and gentlemen. On how do we keep ourselves up? How do we balance our life between taking care of the family, but also keeping ourselves above the water, keeping ourselves healthy, physically, mentally, and spiritually. And so we hope you guys enjoyed us tonight. Until next time, peace, love, and
Hair grease. I know earlier you saw me shed a few tears, but they were genuine, and I don't normally like people getting into my personal life like that, but I thought I felt the need to let a lot of people know that sometimes you have to cry, you have to shed a tear. And I've always been the type that I thought it was so weak for people to see me cry, because if they did, they would try to take advantage of me. But it's okay to cry. You let all those emotions out, and you let those emotions out and you're free. Because if you leave them bottled in, you will self-destruct, or either you will destroy something else. So I've done that so many times in my life, to where I've always kept what I wanted to say so bottled up with me, and then finally it was released off, and it was damage done. And not only was it emotional and mentally damaged, it was physical and materialistic damage. It was just destructive. I had this destructive just way about me. And I noticed that when I do get somewhere and I do allow myself to feel what I'm going through, it makes it easier. But never allow things to get so overwhelming and so hard that you keep them bundled up, and then you snap on people that you don't mean to snap on, or you do something that destroy something or be destructive to some things that you don't mean to do it. So that's just like my self-conviction moment, and it kind of overwhelmed me. So you probably saw me shed a few tears, but other than that, just be strong, keep the faith, and don't ever forget that sometimes it's okay to cry. Love you.
Okay, how do women take care? How can a woman take care of themselves mentally and physically when they got to deal with children and your mates? Taking care of your children and your mates, because a lot of women. There's a breakdown of a lot of women. They mentally lose themselves trying to take care of their kids and their husbands and forget about themselves. Okay. All right. I'm gonna start using my action thing. Go click. All right, y'all can start. Who gonna open it up?
Teressa hadn't did none in a long time. 1, 2, 3, go.
This the main one right here, y'all.
let me know when you're ready.
Y'all go ahead. I gotta go.
Hi, we're back, the Kirk sisters. We have a special guest. This is our biological sister, Miss Tay.
Hello. Hi, welcome, Tay.
Tay.
Hi, girl. Hey.
So, tonight's discussion will be about how do women find time to take care of themselves mentally and spiritually and physically. Why balance, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
Okay. All right, good. Mentally and
Just start from right there. Start from right there. Did you say the dog? I'm so done.
I love the dog too. Can't leave the dog out.
Oh, man, I'm saying
Okay.
They had the little cues of the
But you don't have a dog.
I do it for her. Everybody. I got one for everybody.
I got a
You
lot
got
of
one
dogs
for
out
Ace be
there.
over here a lot of time with your
Ace
ass.
ain't bring his ass over here no more. He pissed the shit all on my phone.
No, he have
Okay,
not.
okay, let's get back.
Wow, you know him. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay.
I can agree with that wholeheartedly. I think that was good. Prepping, huh?
Okay.
So I was getting ready. She was getting ready to shop.
Oh, did you catch it? Catch it, honey. Catch
Oh,
it.
this gonna be a good blooper
So
right
always, I mean, so
Do it.
What that song is for you? What is it for you ladies?
You gotta
that's
talk
in-
like them
Hold
now. You
on.
can't talk like you.
Wait, for you ladies that's in distress, losing weight, crying over all his mess, slide on over with a rich nigga, and now you blessed.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Go get changed.
Look, I know y'all like this shirt. Thou shall slay. Compliments of Teressa, Kirk, my sister. She makes t-shirts. So hit her up, inbox her, let her know if you want to get a shirt made. It's Thou shall slay. And every female, I think every female should slay.